Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know this is very different right now, and it's because I have someone special today in today's video. So this is my mom. Say hi.
Hi.
And today what I wanted to do was show you how to do makeup on more mature skin, because I don't really see videos catered to that age group. Maybe it's because the way YouTube's set up, it doesn't really show me that, but I wanted to do that to help someone out, even if it's just one person. So today I came up with this look. It's not a natural tutorial, so if you're looking for that, this is not it, because she does like to wear foundation and cover her under eyes, also cover some unevenness on her skin. So if that's what you need help with, then this is a tutorial for you. And without further ado, just let's get on to the tutorial. To prime her eyes, we're gonna start off with some Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in light medium, and I know it's not her shade, but we're just gonna use it to prime her eyes today. Next, we're going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette and use this shade, which is called Crimsicle, I believe. We're going to start off at the outer corner using circular motions. And I'm using a Morphe M441. So we're placing the shadow first. And then we're going to blend everything out. So today I'm going to do a half cut crease because she has pretty hooded eyes, and usually when I do my makeup she really likes it that way. Next, I'm going to be using this single shadow from Ofra, and it's just an olive green shade. I'm not really sure what it's called because it has been a while since I got it, but it's just an olive green shade from Ofra. Next, to add more depth, I'm going to use Central Park to add more depth. And the reason why I'm using these colors is because these are some of her favorite colors, and so I had her choose what color she wanted to use, and this is what she wanted. And to apply that brown, I'm using a Makeup Shack T33 brush. Since when she opens her eyes really fold, what I'm going to do is switch brushes. So I'm going to using Morphe M506 just to add that brown shadow a little further out. And now that we've added that brown, I'm going back into the green shade just to make sure it's still visible, because I want to have that nice gradient. I don't want it to just go from like the yellow to straight to the brown. And I am lifting her eye a little bit so it helps me blend the color out better, because if I don't do that, then her skin is not going to let me blend the shadows as well. So now we're gonna move on to her face, and to start off we're gonna conceal those under eyes. So I'm going to use the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in orange, and she already has a little bit of concealer that transferred from when I primed her eyes, but that's okay. We're just gonna place the product on top, and I'm tapping the product on. I'm not really dragging it, and I'm not putting a lot on her because she does crease a little bit under her eyes. So I'm not trying to put too much product. Now to prime the rest of her face, I'm going to use the Pure Correcting Primer, and this is to hydrate and balance her skin. Now for foundation, I ended up giving her the ColourPop No Filter foundation, and it actually worked out on her, and the shade matched pretty well. And I'm just going to start blending that out with the beauty sponge. Now for concealer, she actually likes this one. I don't, but she does, and it's the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer in number 108. So this is full coverage, but she likes it because she likes to cover her under eyes. You don't have to go to that full coverage route, but like I said, she likes to go that route because of her under eyes. So I'm just going to apply a little bit because I feel like a little bit does go a long way. And as you can see, her eye already looks brighter on this side than this side. Her under eyes are pretty much covered, so it makes it look more awake. And as you can see, I still have some concealer left, so I'm going to apply the rest to the rest of her face, which is her high points. So for her nose, since she does have a pretty wide nose, I applied some concealer to the sides. I got as close as possible as I could, and then not all the way, and then now I'm just going to add some to the tip of her nose and then to the bridge of her nose. The powder I'm going to use today is the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Press Powder in medium. What I'm going to do is just press the sponge into the powder, and then I'm just going to press the powder onto her under eyes. So for her nose, I am going to add some of the powder all over. For bronzer, I'm going to use her bronzer, and she uses the Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche, so we're going to use this shade to bronze. Start off by using circular motions and then grabbing a little bit more powder and working my way downwards. For her nose, I'm going to use that same bronzer, and I'm going to contour her nose a little bit just because she wanted me to show this on camera. She usually doesn't contour her nose because she doesn't know how, but she wanted me to do it today. You want to start off right here to connect the shadow to your eyeshadow, or to the natural shadow that you get right here. So you go back and forth to blend the two, and then you want to go down the side of your nose, and you want to use a kind of not too dense but a pretty like in the middle fluffy and dense brush for this, because you do want it to be dense so it packs on the product, but you want it to be fluffy so it blends it well and it doesn't look like you just have a straight line down the sides of your nose. If you want to, well, since like I said, her nose is more wide, she wants her nose to look a little more narrow, so you don't have to follow exactly where you have those two lines. You can cheat that by putting the lighter. Since the under eye powder is a little bit lighter, you can make that go a little bit more in, and then add the shadow, the darker shadow, and then make sure the middle has a light powder as well, so it kind of like brings it out. And so basically with the light powder you're bringing it out, and with the darker powder you're creating that shadow. And then finally for the tip, you want to just add the powder in a downwards triangle. Well, for the sides, to add them, to hide them a little more, I mean, you can add some shadow out here, not straight here, but like down here. Now, because I went a little too far down with the darker shade, I'm going to use this this lighter shade that's in this palette to brighten up the sides, but make sure it's well blended so it doesn't look like a straight line. For blush, I'm going to use this pinky one and this one mixed together, so it's not just pink, it gives her a nice glow. For highlight, I'm going to use this Smashbox Spotlight palette, and I'm gonna use these two mixed together so it's not too dark or too light. And I'm going to use a pretty fluffy brush because I don't want it to be too like out there. I want it to be a nice subtle glow. And as you can see, it just gives her a nice subtle glow. I'm going to set her face with the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. This is the only one I have. She doesn't have oily skin, but this is the only one I have. So, and she doesn't have setting spray. So this isn't only gonna set her makeup, this is also going to make her face look less powdery. Finally, for her eyebrows, I know I have been holding them off, but I usually do eyebrows at this point. So finally, I'm just gonna run this through her eyebrows. This was a brow gel, but it's pretty dried out now. I just like to use the spoolie to brush the brow hair, so I'm just going to brush her hairs upwards. And then I'm gonna use the Benefit Ka-Brow in shade 5, and this is just a little sample of it, but I'm gonna use that to fill in her eyebrows. She's not taller than me, it's just that she's sitting on the little stool I have and I only have one, so I need to get another one. But this is the finished look. So that's the finished look. I just wanted to show you guys like a little side profile and then the front. I don't really have much going on right here because it's my day off. I don't really want to wear too much makeup because just trying to take advantage of my day off. So I decided to do, that's why I decided to do this video on her, because I wanted to show you guys how to do makeup on more mature skin, as well as if you are a person that has more mature skin. I'm not sure if there are a lot of videos catered to you, but I just wanted to do this to help someone out, and I hope it did, at least one person. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any video suggestions, don't forget to leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the bell button down below to be notified every time I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
Bye.